Good morning, fifth grade. I am more than excited to say that this is our last and final week of virtual learning. There's no more assignments after Friday, there's no more things for you to turn in. I just want to say congratulations for making it through this new pandemic and this new way of learning and sticking with us and sticking through it. You guys are now going to sixth grade, and I am super excited. So, without further ado, let's get into our last video. Okay, just remember, I know it's the last week, but you still have to check our weekly checklist. Please check the checklist so you know exactly what's due before your week ends. And then, if you have to go back to complete some assignments that you missed, please do that also. All right, for this week, you're going to decompose. Well, you're going to break down problems into smaller, manageable subproblems to facilitate the program's development process. So, you're going to use small block codes to complete one big code in order to complete a program. All right, fifth grade, let's start by going to our dashboard. Well, let's start by going to code.org, going to our dashboard, clicking on our course that we have for the week. And our first week, we did our lesson 1, functions in Minecraft. Lesson 2 was swimming fish in Sprite Lab. I hope you guys liked that lesson. I know last week was a little off because I was absent, but I'm pretty sure you guys enjoyed that lesson. If you didn't, I think you guys should catch up before you even move on to lesson 4 and 5. Catch up on lessons 2 and 3. I will be in my office hours all week long for you to come in and ask questions. All right, so we're moving on to 4 and 5. So lesson 4, we're drawing with loops. So they'll explain everything for you that involves loops. You're going to, of course, watch the video first. For 4, you're going to, after you watch the video, you're going to click continue. It's going to explain to you what you're going to do. Hi, I am Artist. You can write code to make me draw almost anything. Play with the blocks in the toolbox to see what they do. All right. All right, so let's just see if you want to just test these codes or these blocks to see what they are capable of and see what they do. All you have to do is just either delete it, bring it back, and if we click run, that's what happens when you move forward by 100 pixels. So round 2 is just you playing around. You're going to go to continue. Right, and you're on level 2. Now, I understand that these 2 levels are going to lessons are going to be a little challenging. We are moving from just regular block coding and we're adding on repeat blocks and we're adding on loop blocks and different things like that. It might seem hard at first because when I did it, it took me some time to actually complete each level. But that's why I am here. I can literally go onto your page and help you get through each level. So if you have a question, don't skip it. If you feel like I'm not in my office hours or my office hours has passed and you have to wait, just wait on it until you talk to me to move on to the next thing. Because if you move on, you can miss certain things that is important. So they introduce to you repeat blocks and they want you to drag blocks onto the screen to have the artist draw over the gray lines in the picture. I know you can't see that. Gray lines in the picture. So you're trying to get our artist to finish in this box. So let's see what happens when we click run. I already have my code in. Again, I did these levels already. So um, my block code is already in there. When I click run, boom, I completed it. So that's what this lesson is going to go through. How to use loops and repeat block. When I say loop, I want you to know that I mean repeat block. This pink block, meaning instead of just saying using 4 move forward blocks, you're just going to use a repeat block, one repeat block, and tell it to move forward 4 times. It's less work, it's less blocks on your code, and it just makes it look a little bit neater. All right, so I'm going to go back over here to our lesson 5. Again, please complete lessons 2 and 3 if you did not complete it last week. I know I was absent last week, so please complete that. All right, so lesson 5. We're still using loops, but we're in maze. And the reason why I really do like this one is because I know you guys are learning shapes. Inside, well, lesson 4, not lesson 5. You guys are learning about shapes in math, which is a perfect segue into coding with shapes. So lesson 4, perfect way to just practice shapes. What are those shapes called? So as you create those shapes in the code, you can say what they're called. Now lesson 5, instead of using our artist, we're now using a bee. This little guy, our little bee right here, is trying to get some nectar, to make honey. So they're asking you to help the bee collect the nectar. Remember, in order to move up one space, you have to make it go one space, but make sure you tell the computer that. So we're going to move forward 2 times, and then we're going to grab the nectar, press run. Perfect. And we're going to move on. So I really like this one too. It's very simple. I feel like you can complete it. I know it might be confusing because of this is so many repeat blocks on here, but I want you to know it's only there to make it easier. So if you feel like you're putting in, I want you guys to watch for patterns. So if you see move forward, get nectar, move forward, get nectar. If you see yourself putting that in 3 times, all you have to do is just take out those extra times, put it in once, add a repeat block, and then it'll do it more than one time. Alrighty, so let's move on to, oh, did we do that right? Alright, I got all the nectar and I'm going on to level 3, which is another video, but we won't watch that because of time. Alright, I'm going to head back into our virtual learning classroom so I can close out our year. This week you will still be doing coding. I know last week I was absent, but I still want you guys to still complete lessons 2 and lessons 3 from last week. If you didn't complete it, it's okay. I want you to go back, do it first, and then move on to lessons 4 and lessons 5. I must say it is difficult. I'm not going to say difficult, but these next few lessons are challenging, and I don't want it to scare you. I'll be in my office hours all week to whatever level you're stuck on. I will log on and make sure you get past that level. I'm here to help you. So let's just get started with our lessons 4 and lessons 5 for our last week of virtual learning. All right, 5th grade. I have nothing left to say. I'm so proud of you guys. I just want you guys to know that you guys know how to code, and you can go and tell all your friends that you're going to hang out with this summer that you learn how to code. And I'm just super excited to be your 5th grade teacher, and I'm going to miss you guys so much. I'm looking at the time. I don't have a lot of time left, but I just appreciate you guys. I appreciate everything you guys taught me, and I can't be more proud to say that I was your 5th grade teacher now because the year is ending. So um, yeah, so check your checklist. This week you are learning how to code. You are breaking down problems into smaller problems, manageable sub-problems to facilitate the program development process. Have fun. Come into my office hours. Please, I want to see everybody in my office hours this week. Everybody. And I will catch you guys next year. See ya.